All right, welcome to round number 3. We are on the play here, following our unfortunate loss to KCI. It's an interesting matchup, right? Like, Explosives is obviously a house against Bogles, but we have so many silver bullets against them. Obviously, they're aware of all of our silver bullets, and as such are bringing in a lot of ways to deal with them too. So, again, it makes it kind of interesting. Obviously, our opponent sees a lot more cards than us, which can help them in the matchup, but I still think we have enough pieces that are a huge hassle for our opponent to deal with that Bogles is a little bit favored, but I think it's an interesting matchup for sure. Looks like we're playing against the old Grixis Death Shadow here. We will either lose our Ethereal Armor or Spirit Dancer here, I imagine. Opponent might find themselves thinking, well, I can kill the Spirit Dancer, so I don't need to take it, but obviously we could hold it and then sort of punish them in that regard. They are unlikely to have a main deck, especially, well, I guess they could have Liliana of the Veil main deck and have discard spell next turn, but I'm basically playing around land, Liliana of the Veil, discard spell, which I think is not great. So I'm probably just going to double Ethereal Armor this instead and worry about Totem Armor next turn. If they have Death Shadow, they can already play it. 6. Yeah, I guess I can make this larger than Death Shadow next turn anyway. Yeah, okay. They'd have to have 2 Death Shadows also to really punish me. I guess I didn't count. Yeah, they have 2 Death Shadows. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they have to block it. And then I died of Battle Rage. I mean, I guess that's just where we're at, right? At this point. I mean, you could make the argument that if I played last turn differently, we wouldn't be at this stage, but... yeah, I mean, I think this is just where we are. Double block obviously doesn't matter. Oh, I should have played the Razor Ridge Thicket. I died a K command plus fetch land shock. Yeah, okay. So that was an error. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Nothing I can do about that. I would have needed like a cartouche here. Is there anything? I guess I can draw a path. Is there anything I could have done about that? No, there's just nothing I could have done about that. I mean, we had the Totem Armor for something like Weirdo main deck Engineered Explosives, but nothing I can do about that there, I think. It doesn't matter. We're obviously dead, so I'll just concede here. Yeah. Yep, I guess there's just nothing to be done. Okay. Rip is okay. Canonist is not really that good. Paths are fine. Spirit Link, I think, is a little unexciting. Teague doesn't really matter. Dramoka's Command, not super relevant. Yeah, I don't really have a lot for the matchup. Ley lines are obviously a house. We'll more aggressively want those. Cartouches are nice if we don't have ley line to help us against Liliana. Oh, was there a chance I could have fetched for a Dryad Arbor last game? No. Did I even fetch? I'll have to go back. I feel like there wasn't, right? I mean, my third land that I held was a Razor Ridge Thicket. Second one was Canopy, and I think the first one was a Thicket again. So, yeah, okay. There's no way for me to do that, I think. If I had Canopy fetch to start and it wasn't Thicket to start, I guess I could have played Canopy first. Blind? We were on the play, yeah. Yeah, I think there's nothing to be done about that then. Probably just these. Spirit Mantles are okay. Do the Umbras matter that much here? Yeah, they'll have explosives in their board, probably. Griff Spoon. Griff Spoon might actually be better than Rancor, excluding the engineered explosives situation. Maybe 4 paths is a mistake. I don't think so. Supposed to shave a coronet? Probably not. Maybe that just does mean the Spirit Mantles go. Cut a Rancor over one of... I guess I'll just cut both. It just doesn't seem like what we're really doing in this matchup. Shave a Spirit Dancer? I mean, I guess my opponent's probably not going to have enough sideboard stuff. They're still going to have some removal. A reasonable amount of removal even, main deck. For stuff like Spirit Dancers. Yeah, I think I need to keep this. I don't have a Bogle, but I have Leyline plus multiple Spirit Dancers, so I still have, like, some ways to get there. Plus Path obviously buys some time, and Leyline, again, is just monstrously important in the matchup, I think. With 2 of these and no third land, I think I'm supposed to cross my fingers. With the second one, I would not, even though we would have already got a removal spell out of our opponent's hand. All right. Well, it would appear they currently do not have a way to kill it. Opt to the bottom. All right, crossing fingers time. Another opt. Top. That's not a great sign. Street Wraith. Ooh, maybe it was a Street Wraith that they topped then. Sweet. Let's start with this one. It's not the worst. Okay. I think this would have died by now if it had a way to die. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. I should have played around that. Yeah, I was thinking originally like my opponent could have been sandbagging, but that doesn't, I mean, they wouldn't do that in 99% of cases anyway, so I played around something that made no sense instead of playing around the thing that's obvious and most likely. So that one's on me. Obviously playing around Stubborn Denial there is better than my opponent, like playing around sandbagged removal spell, for example. So I'd really like to cast Ethereal Armor here, but probably need to path this when I know I can with the 2 paths. Plus it sort of clears the way for Stubborn Denial. Ethereal Armor is like a more unique portion of my hand. Alright, so that gets pathed right away. So this is likely to resolve. They obviously could have fetched Shocked, Stubbed. Unless they don't have like a blue source left, if it's like all in their hand or something, but that's pretty unlikely. They'd have to have like, it's probably another Water Grave and then like maybe events. Alright, can't kill them here. I suppose there was no draw that would allow me to kill them there with this particular hand, but... Yep. Opponent down to 2. And I don't actually have a way to suit up this warrior if they produce a blocker. Thought Scour themselves. No. Angler before rest in peace. I just haven't had time. I think the other things we did were more important. We do have another path, though, so they have to have found Stub to live here. And then, even still, it's not the worst for us since they're likely chumping. Yeah. Yeah, I think I played that kind of poorly with the Stubborn Denial on one of the turns, so I really obviously had some decisions to make. I think I did not sequence that correctly. So at least we can try to learn from that. I think this is still where I want to be, considering like minus Grifspoon plus Spirit Dancer. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to cut any of those, even if my opponent will have answers for them. But like even with that being the case, I still think having just the higher density of threats in this matchup is worth it, especially if I forced to keep a hand without Leyline and then can get it shredded pretty quickly. We'll just cut the boon. We really haven't cut that many enchantments, right? Boon Rancor, and that's it. So, it's not that big of a deal. I think this has to be a mulligan in this matchup. I mean, they have ways to deal with this in Liliana plus. I mean, I guess I have the ability to get Dryad Arbor to insulate myself, but I have actually no way to suit this up right now. And they could just have Thoughtseize, right? Like, it's just not a good idea. I have some insulation from Liliana, but yeah, this hand can't be a keep, unfortunately. Nice that we have Leyline, but yeah, this is kind of where this turns. We have a fail rate, right? Oh, this hand is so bad. Yeah, I think I have the mulligan. I mean, it functions, but okay. This is a good 4. All we needed was this to be a Leyline. It would be, like, perfect. Am I supposed to play around turn 1 discard spell here? I think the answer is yeah. I actually kind of just want this. Feels weird to top that when it's, like, not at all what my hand needs, but yeah. So now we have to figure out a way to play around Liliana if we can. And then cross your fingers about explosives, right? Not getting explosives. Not everybody's going to have a lot of copies of those in this deck, though. In Grixis. With how many Bogles players there are out there, I would be interested in a lot of them, but take our Rancor. Alright. That helps against Lily. Though I suspect my opponent may not have it if they took Rancor over Spirit Dancer. You could argue that I don't want to be hitting here, by the way, if my opponent's like stuck with these Death Shadows that they can't cast, but that doesn't seem very likely. I think they would be able to cast them if they had them in most cases. And I don't think I'm really winning by just sitting on my hands here. I think I need to be chip-shotting. Looks like a Grimangler or Tassiger is coming down. Angler. So close. We're drawing pretty well. No. That's sad for us. All right. Opponent kind of can attack. Hopefully they don't have another threat here. Well, that's not a good sign for us at all. Definitely not blocking that. Yep, that's not good. Looks like we are probably not going to be leaving this match happy. Particularly, I should say. Particularly happy. We'll be all right. Yeah, that's bad. I suppose we're just taking the damage for now, but not sure what the plan is. Oh, they also have Battle Rage. Yikes. Okay, I guess I'll see you in the next round in just a moment.